I ain't did this in a while. But Donnie Pooh, hey. Teresa, hey, hey. All right, I got at least 2 people that's up with me. Queen, 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 queen. Double D. What's going on? Aquino. That's a boo. Woo, 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 woo. 317, what's going on, King? B. Nicole, what's going on? Joyce. What's going on, y'all? You know me, late night sessions. And it's normally quiet on Saturday. It's super quiet this Saturday, probably because of the holiday. So I'm fine with it. I mean, less people I gotta say excuse me to. Less people I got walking around me. Less people making noise. You know what I'm saying? You know, since these 3 Arab dudes, I don't know, I don't know, I guess because they figured, LL Cool Queen, Shot Girl. I guess they figured because really ain't nobody here, they go into the sauna and they make it club theirs. They be in there just loud talking, I can hear them from the hallway. And one Saturday I walked up in there and just got assaulted with eucalyptus. These guys love to take that oil. T. Nicole, they love to take the oil and put it on the rocks of the heating mechanism. But you know, it's such a small area that it just does that. And for me, it makes it hard for me to breathe. So I hate it. And I walked up in there, I think it was last Saturday, and just got assaulted. I almost felt like the only thing that was missing was me laying on the ground talking about, hold me please. That's how I felt. So now, so I used to go in there and like do my little warm-up stretches for my back. Now I just find somewhere else to do them. So yeah. Budget B, what's going on? 60-hour work week. Ooh, sorry for the insomnia. Shout out to League of Liars for hitting 3,000 subs. That's quite amazing for her to have been around for such a short time. So congratulations to her. And I think today was her birthday or yesterday. So if that's true, happy birthday. I was busy around the house, so I couldn't get on the celebration name. But yeah, shout out to her. The Lock Lab. What's going on? Yeah, Budget B, we ain't seen you, but yeah, he's working 60-hour weeks. I guess that's why. What happened to her live? I don't know. It's in 2 parts. part one is the longer part, and I guess something was happening with her phone, so she came back on for like additional 12, 13 minutes. So, clown acted a fool. I believe you. I believe y'all. Tainted, what's going on? I don't know if I spoke, so hey. So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm happy for the additional day. Because even though I don't do much on Sundays, it seems like it just go by too damn quick. Go to church, pal around the streets for a hot second, go home, check on Mama Doozy, take a nap, and the next thing I know, it's like 9 o'clock at night. Like, damn. So, I'm happy for the extra day. I ain't got to set my alarm. I can just be lazy, wake up when I get ready. Love it, love it, love it. Macy's, very sweet logo. Okay. I know some of y'all might have thought I fell off my gym program, but still here. I did take not a pause, but I scaled back a bit. I don't know, when I messed up my hand, and y'all know the only reason why I ain't got no bandages on is because I messed around and got them wet while I was washing my hands earlier. And I was like, I might as well go and take them off, because I was going to have to take them off after I took my shower here anyway. So I was like, I'll just go bandageless, but hey, stay fly. Come on, from amongst them. But yeah, I don't know, it did something to me. Like, I guess you'll realize how valuable or invaluable something like that is until you can't use it, or it's blocked. So you should invite Dr. Nip and Tuck. Ooh, so you want sister just to blow all the little bit of gas that she got left, is what you're saying. But yeah, it slowed me down, even to like doing stuff around the house. It's crazy. And I didn't even realize it until I was like in the midst of it, like, oh. Like, I know I got a big watch collection, and I actually have a set of shelves strictly for my watches to keep them in one place. And I looked up, my watches was all over the place. They was on my TV stand, and bracelets was just everywhere. I'm like, oh, that ain't me. Clothes were just kind of here and there, hither and thither. I'm like, I gotta get back on my flow. So, but yeah. So, I feel like I'm getting back. I put on my watches, straightened up a little bit. I'm gonna straighten up a little more since I got an extra day. Got to get myself together, cause I got some place to go. You know, sometimes that happens. And that's when you just gotta shut off everything and just be to yourself. You know, shut off the phone, the TV, outside influences, and Talk to the man upstairs if you need to, but you can get like that without realizing it. So that's like today. We had a good live last night, stuff like that. It's good and toasty. Slept well. Got up this morning, and I felt decent. I was just running a little late, but went to the barber because I go every Saturday. And when I got out the chair, I just felt like I felt like a new man. I felt like a whole bunch of burdens had been lifted off my shoulder. I felt a lot less pressure on me. I felt light, like no heavy burdens, no heavy emotions. I was just like, yeah. And I was even walking around Myers. I'm like, hi, how you doing? God bless you. Hey, hey. And I know I ain't felt like that in a minute, so I was happy for it. And I was like, I told God, I was like, I want this, whatever this is. I was like, I need more of it. I needed to just lay all over me. And I was like, not just me, but my household and everybody I come in contact with. I want them to have this state of nice. So, who's snuck up in here? Jennifer Price. Nihilist. So, yeah. And I'll tell y'all something else. Hold on. Look at me a sip of water. I'll tell y'all something else. Between me and y'all 30 people that's out here, I was feeling extremely when I was walking today. Like I was walking through the store and seeing some nice looking people that were just kind of like, oh, look good. But I was like, damn, you look good as hell. And I was just walking around like, ooh, I was feeling kind of randy. Little, So, shit, playing stripping music. Shirt, are you? So, but yeah, I was just like, if somebody blew on me the right way, I was just gonna tackle them in aisle 9. It's like, where's this coming from? You just notice how good you look. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was just walking around like, hi, can you help me get that off the top shelf? I don't know what the hell it was. I texted my barber. I was like, look. I was like, look, I don't know what was in that oil you put on my beard, but I'm feeling some type of way. Any soldier. Thank you. Ooh. Last call. I weigh enough. I ain't gonna blow away at nobody's hurricane. No time soon. Thank you, Jay Price. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was just like, ooh. And then I went out and found me a little park and sat out there because it was like a really beautiful day, weather-wise. It was like, 83 here, low humidity. So I had a really good day. And I'm like, I just really want that feeling to last. So, last call, how much am I trying to lose? I honestly don't have a number in mind because honestly, I weigh more than I look. So a number is really not going to translate. So I'm just really just working out to feel better and to look better. That's all. I don't have a specific goal in mind, number wise. So Black Oak was good. Did you raise any dead women's? Dude, would you know that every time I saw a dead women's laying in the aisleway, somebody was already laying hands? I'm like, damn it, can I catch a break? Where's my dead woman to raise back from the dead? So, everywhere I turned, I was like, oh, there she go. Like she had a stroke. And I was blowing up my fingers. I was getting them twiggly and wiggly. And then somebody just came and zoomed in right in front of me and swept up my cadaver. Where are you? You better pull the plugs out. The gentleman trying to kill me. Right, cupcakes treat me nicely. They don't make me sweat. They don't make my back hurt. So, yeah. But yeah, that was my day. So, even to like when I was in the parking lot of a Myers and some people was arguing, I don't know if somebody hit somebody else or took the parking spot or I don't know. But there was a group of our cousins out there. They was, hey, Stevie Weevy. They was out there arguing and yelling and hooping and hollering. And I stood there for a second. I was like, I don't even want to be bothered. I was like, I don't feel like being bothered. This is not even interesting to me like that. But of course, you know, people's out there, they were just standing around, they got comments, somebody was hanging out their truck, filming it. I was like, I don't even want this around me. So I got in my car and left. Car, what's going on? Last call, you know, we get our fair share of trolls out here, and they'll ask a question that seems innocent or just slightly questionable, and then next thing you know, they coming out the side of their necks. So, you know, my people over here, especially my doms, are a little on guard. So, you know, no harm in. And you know, I'll never give them what they want. They want me to clap back and you know, I don't give them that energy. So excuse me, I'm luxury perspiring. Give me a second while I drink my very rich water. On my very expensive container. Had this custom made. I'm sorry. Where's my manners? Custard made. I had a custard made by Egyptian nuns in West Chicago. So paralegalish. What's going on? Wait, is Gigi in here? Did Gigi slide in? and I ain't see it. Child, please, what's going on? So, oh yeah. Oh, okay. GG, what's going on, girl? Sorry, man, I forgot to tell y'all. At first I wasn't gonna tell y'all. I'm like, I'm gonna tell y'all. So, I always say that oh, let's see what this deleted message is. Looks like you need to lose a few 100 pounds. Better pick up the pace, Tubby. Okay, sweet. Um, so, I'm a stringent believer in not giving the devil too much credit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give the devil credit when it's just me being an ass. So, but I'm like, for a minute I was just like, I was just getting attacked. And I was always taught that hey TJ, that when you're doing good, trying to live your best life, and you seem like you consistently under attack, that means there's a blessing coming your way, or a new move, a next level, something. And these attacks are just trying to discourage you, right? So, I already had the little skirmish at the park and, all that. And I did tell y'all, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago, this random lesbian just really chewed me out. Well, she tried to. I mean, she ain't really do nothing but call me fat, and I wasn't even doing that. I was driving through the parking lot, and she was walking like she had bumpers on her booty. And I'm like, you do see this car, right? And she act like she saw the car, so I act like I didn't see her. So she cussed me out. I'm like, damn, I ain't even gotten the gym yet. Algiers, what's going on? So I had that. So Thursday, I pull up to work and backed up in this parking spot. And I always open my door to check and make sure I'm in my lines. Auntie Reed, what's going on? So I looked and the truck next to me was like all the way over the line. I'm like, oh hell. I'm like, I'm gonna have to tap the car to get out. And it didn't make it any better that she was in it. I'm like, all right, I'm tapping it as gently as I can. So I did. And she snatched around and through the window, Neptune, what's going on? I was like, my bad. I'm sorry. I said, but you're on the line. So she rolled down, not the passenger window where I was, but hold on. Who the hell is Susan? Oh, Susan Tolmall. Okay. What you ask? Anyway, so she rolls down her driver's window and she starts yelling, calling me all types of bitches and bitch asses and what the fuck and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, hold on. So I get out and I walk around to the car, about to walk around to the bumper where the headlight was. And I'm like, I wanted to ask her, who are you yelling at? But I was like, why are you yelling? And who are you cussing at? She was like, bitch, I'm talking to your bitch ass. And you done squoze your fat big pun ass in this spot. Now, the lady who was calling me fat is 5'8", about 5'8", about 240. And it's not 240 stacked, it's 240 compressed. And then she got a nerve to have these smoke gray contacts, but she a little lighter than my shirt, ma'am. And got the nerve to have on a shirt that say thicker than a Snicker. Your stomach is touching the steering wheel, ma'am. You really want to call me fat? So she kept on going, kept on going. Then she messed around and called me the FAG word. Now, I really meditated on it, and I thought about it, because my good friend at work was like, well, how she know about you? I was like, she doesn't. I said, what it is that I've noticed that very insecure, hood rat, ratchet ass, ignorant women, sadly of the African American variety, they step to a man like they're equal. And then when the man gives them any type of pushback, or whatever the case, or if the man is trying to control himself, like, okay, this is still a woman, I ain't trying to go there. The woman, that particular woman, automatically attacks your manhood or your sexuality, because that's normally what the average male prioritizes. That's their bedrock or their foundation. It's them being a man, and I'm masculine, and I'm a thug, and I'll shoot you and fuck you and shoot you, and So that type of woman will automatically go. They'll skip over the obvious and go straight for the jugular. So I didn't take offense like she was calling me, Carl, a ag. I was like, no, she's calling me a male that trying to get me off my square. So I said, oh, okay. My inner white woman came out, and I pulled out my camera and I started recording her. And I was like, what did you just say? I'm like, what'd you just call me? So I got her on camera for like a minute straight, just laying in. She wouldn't repeat that word though. I was like, no, what'd you say? I was like, what'd you say? That word that started with an F. Fat ass. I said, no, that ain't the word. That's how I was like, say it. I was like, you called me a fag, didn't you? Say it again. She was like, yeah, faggot, slur. I was like, okay, gotcha. And so I politely took my phone. I said, I know how to handle you. So I went straight up to the HR office. So I go in, I'm heated. I'm trying to calm down. And some younger man, he was like, hey, how can I help you? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I want to report verbal harassment and possible threat. And he looked at me, and I know I could read it on his forehead. The very first thing he was thinking was, who was verbally harassing your big ass? I know it. But he straightened up real quick. So I was telling him what he said. I'll be that, JJ. I'd rather be a snitch than be unemployed, in jail, or dead. So And I was telling him what was going on. And I was like, I got video. I played the video. He was like, oh, okay, hold on. So I ended up filing a little report and all that good stuff. And they was like, well, we'll let you know what's going on. So about 3/4 of the way through the day, one of the managers of my department came by. She was like, I heard what happened. I saw the video. She was like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And she was like, I want to apologize on that young lady's behalf. She was like, that's not what we do around here, and blah, blah, blah. And so she asked me, was my car still where I left it? And I said, yeah. She's like, I hate to ask you, but do you mind moving? Just to keep anything from happening. And I was like, sure, not a problem, because I failed to mention to y'all that while she was cussing me the hell out, and she kept on saying, get the fuck away from my car. Get the fuck away from my car. I was like, or what? Get the fuck away from my car. And she was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna call my husband. I was like, okay, and? So she called her husband, put him on FaceTime. So I took that as a possible threat. Because now you want to involve other parties in this, and you showing them my face. I already see what you're capable of. How I know that you ain't gonna tell him to meet you up here at 6 o'clock when we get off. So I moved the car, all that good stuff. We good, okay? So I didn't see her when I got off work that day. This is Thursday. So I'm like, okay, maybe they sent her home on a little extended vacation to, let her have a moment to think about what she said. So Friday I pull up. I'm like, Friday, long weekend, good. Pull up in my spot, checking my lines, and I just happen to look up, and one space away from me was She Beast. But when I looked up, she had her camera in her hand and she was doing this in my direction, like I'm filming you or videoing you. I was like, so I pulled my camera out. I was like, I can do the same. What are we doing? So she did that for about 30 seconds. And then she went on in the building. Okay. Then later on that morning, we were in another part of the department, and I happened to look over, and she was looking right at me. And she was giving me that evil eye, but she ain't gonna say nothing because she's actually on the clock. Ed said, her manager standing right there, so she ain't gonna say nothing to me, but she was giving me the eye. Oh, and I meant to tell y'all, the day before, when I was heading to the HR office, we crossed paths in the hallway. I wasn't expecting it. And she was on the phone. And she was like, move your big bitch ass. I was like, oh, you still going, huh? She was like, yeah, bitch, I'm still going. Now, mind you, we inside the building. It's people in the hallway. So they don't hear nothing from me other than, oh, you still going? And they hear her just going ham. So, like I said, Friday happens. And I'm like, do I ignore it? Or do I report it? And switch up. 46 minutes, baby. I didn't want to report it because I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be Shim. Oh my God, she looked at me for 3 seconds longer than I wanted her to. Oh my God, she took the last Pepsi and she knew I wanted the Pepsi, So I didn't want to be that guy, but 3 different people separate from each other, was like, you need to go ahead and report that because now she's harassing you. You know, now we developing a pattern. It was one thing for all that to happen in the heat of the moment yesterday, but now it's a brand new day, and she's still antagonizing me. They were like, go here and report that. So I did. So I went down there and I wanted to know, what did y'all do? Because it seems to me that all y'all did was sit down and talk to her. I didn't necessarily want her fired, but I just knew she was gonna have like a little cute little 3-day suspension. Again, think about what you did and how you would react differently next time. I was not expecting her to be there the very next day. So I asked him, I said, what did y'all do? He was like, well, fortunately we're not at liberty to say. I get it. I said, well, whatever y'all did didn't work. Because she fucking around with me first thing Friday morning. So, let's see. Double back to Thursday, we were out in the parking lot. This girl I know of her. She walked up, she was like, hey, what's going on? While we arguing, let's calm down. And so she got in, and it's a call center. So she gossiping. So before I can even get to the classroom, the next class talking all about it. It done spread around. All the trainers know about it, all this good stuff. So this female trainer was like, are you good? I'm like, yeah. She was like, no, are you good? And I was like, well, sit your ass. And so I told her. She was like, oh, that's some bullshit. She was like, her nasty ass should have got walked up out of here. She was like, she was telling me, she got a nasty attitude with them ugly ass contacts. I'm laughing, cracking up. She's like, yeah, nah. She's like, she messing with you now. So, hey, Nicole. Anybody else who came in while I was talking, if I missed you, I'm sorry. But yeah, she's like, yeah, she fucking with you now. She's like, don't worry. She's like, I'm gonna take care of it for you. And within like 15 minutes, the director of the department was calling me in his office, and he was like, well, what's going on? And I told him, and I was like, I got pictures and video, so it's not, just my word. And he was, for the most part, I have a nice head. It's sweaty as hell right now, but thank you. But he was like, he was kind of trying to say I shouldn't have engaged from jump. I should have just let her cuss me out and walked away. You shouldn't have engaged, the videotaping. He didn't say it specifically, but he was kind of implying it. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, but if it had been my word against hers, it'd have been a much harder fight for me, because I'm the male versus the female. So it'd have been an uphill battle for me if I hadn't had videotaped. So I'm like, I hear you, but whatever. So yeah, he was like, I'm gonna look through the video you sent and the footage from the hallway and the parking lot. And he was like, I'll have something for you Tuesday, later Wednesday. He was like, cause we definitely can't have this going on And he's like, we definitely had this behavior in the workplace. And then in my head, I'm like, I hope that's directed toward her, because I didn't do nothing. Matter of fact, I kept very calm. I didn't yell. I ain't cuss. Now, I did call her Rasputia, and I told her she needed to pull her wig down about 3 inches. But that was it. I kept it real calm and cute. So let's not talk about behaviors, like that, because it's not my behavior in question. So, all right, enough of this machine. So, that was my weekend, my Thursday and Friday. Oh. So, needless to say, I'm trying to be drama and negative free as much as I can, because I've had enough in the last 30 days. I don't need no more. Let me into my peaceful era. So, whew, Trippy Black, thank you. Joey Coco. Just wear contacts when I work out. I've never worn contacts before. I've been kind of curious, but I'm also clumsy and I'm scared. So, like, I had made myself a pledge that I was going to wear contacts. I was going to give me a set of contacts when I turned 30. And then that turned into when I turned 40. So that turns into to be determined. Because, yeah. So, I'll stick with my glasses. Besides, when I have a long night, and I might have some circles under my eyes, the glasses come in handy. Sorry, I'm just getting set up on my second machine here. So, yeah, so I'll stick with my glasses. And honestly, the only reason why I got them on now is so I could chat with y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I would have them off. So, I wore contacts from 3 months old. How was you wearing contacts at 3 months? Wow. 3 months? Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Luke. Now, I've been wearing glasses since I was 3, I think. I think that's what my mom told me. I don't mind them. Like, I got over that whole 4 eyes thing real quick. Especially when I got old enough that my mom started letting me pick out like designer frames. And she wasn't just relegating me to the Kmart plastic specials. And then Ebony Woods. Real Magola from Nigeria. Hey, appreciate you. But, thank God technology advanced, because I got a horrible prescription. So my lenses used to sit out like that. But now, Thanks to modern medicine and engineering, I can wear thin lenses like everybody else. They're expensive, but you know. So now I actually look at my glasses as like a fashion statement. You know, like I got, as y'all know, I got multiple frames, so I can change up depending on how I feel. So, but I don't know, I still would like to look into LASIK. I think that would be cool. And you know what? And I would still wear frames, but of course now I would be able to wear, you know, just straight fashion frames. You know, no prescription, something, nothing like that. And I would still wear glasses because it's all I know, and I like how I look in glasses. But it would be nice to have the forgot the word, have the option to not wear them. Reggie P, what's going on? I love transitions. Last time I went to get an eye exam, my doctor was like, "Oh, well, you know, you've crossed the 40 threshold. It may be time to start looking at bifocals." I said, "Mind your business. I'll look at it when I need to, not a moment before." But I do love transitions also. So tell the guy in the background to hush. If you have an astigmatism, you have to get your eyes thoroughly checked for Jesus. Oh, I'm melting. I'm melting. Right. What I said? Oh, 14. I was like, why are my pedals getting harder? I pushed this boy up to 14. They told me I'll have to change my hip 40. Saying LASIK wears off after 10 or 12 years. So yeah, I would consider it. But like I said, I'm used to my glasses, and I like how I look at them. And they got really sexy frames out there, so you know, whatever. Hit bifocus, I feel like I'm walking in the floor. Damn. There's more options now other than LASIK. I don't know, like what? Legs, they thick, yeah, dee. Let's go, girls. Horn around Clark Kent. So do I. I like those. I like a good, thick, well, sturdy black frame. I also like a tortoise shell. And you know what I really want? I want some of those perfectly circular frames. You know, where instead of like, these are kind of cat eye-ish, I want the ones that are perfect circles and everything is symmetrical. I love those for some reason. I just gotta find a pair that's big enough for my head. Don't show too much flesh. Do I have a favorite serial killer? Bad Breath is a very, very prominent serial killer. Can't say it's my favorite, but you know, I love God. We love God. What's wrong with you? You know, uh, my heads be wearing advantage of at big frames. You know, there was a brand called XL, and I liked them. The only thing I didn't like is that they didn't have a lot of variety as far as the style or color. Most of their frames were either black or gunmetal, and they were more the rectangle type, but they were super comfortable. Um, who else had a good brand? Um, the man who we can't speak his name no more, he had a really good brand of frames. And then I've always preferred or had a preference for Gucci or Gucci, Cazelle, and Versace. They're flashy without being flashy. Damn, the trolls is out, aren't they? Not the Glamazon Modeling Agency. Damn, big boy, you bald as hell. That's funny. Ray-Bans. Yeah, Ray-Bans do have bigger sizes. Hey, Tippy. Cazale, Cazal. They were super popular back in the late 80s and early 90s. Any dude who had some glasses on with some gradient tint on his lenses, 9 times out of 10 they were Cazales. But then they came back in the 2000s. They kind of came back around the same time that MCM, the brand, came back. They also had some super sexy frames. I love MCM frames. They're them big block ones, you know, like the over exaggerated squares. I love them. I think they fit my face on my head so nicely. Yeah, I want to get some of those. And I really like a lot of the newer Gucci frames. And they're like more standard, the black with the green and the red. I like those sort of stuff. Whew. So yeah. Fun fact, sunglasses and profile pic cost like 15. Nice. Do I live in the gym? I'm trying. Trying. I ain't trying to be nobody's supermodel with a six-pack. I'm just trying to be the best DD I can. So. See, either the trolls don't really be on when I be on StreamYard, or maybe or it could just be the fact that I can't see when y'all block and hide people and delete messages. I can't see them on StreamYard. So from my vantage point, it's just all smooth. Maybe I miss so much by being on StreamYard. Do y'all be having these amounts of trolls when we be doing our regular lives? Or is it just when I just go live straight on YouTube? Okay. So StreamYard must provide a little blocker or something. I don't know. Might redirect the viewers. All right, shout out to StreamYard for that, then. I ever heard of gazelles? Georgia Pendleton. Ew, is that a gem? Stay there. Oh my God. Just look up gazelle frames. Like I said, I like them because like I said, they tend to be the the glasses that I wear that got the tint to them. When y'all can barely see my eyes, those are gazelles. I think that's the only pair. That's the only pair I got that don't transition because they already have a gradient tint. But all my other frames are transition lenses. YouTube Live does push you out to new people, though. Ain't no book in my nose, bitch. Yeah, they are vintage. Tell you how vintage. My mom had a pair when I was in elementary school, and they weren't prescription for her, and she let me wear them to school for picture day. So you couldn't tell me nothing. I was a little baby Heavy D. So imagine this, just all smooth, no facial hair, nothing. And I had on my little gold gazelles, couldn't tell me nothing. And the man had me, put my arms in front of me, and cut my hands like, she couldn't tell me nothing. Not Hollywood Montrose glasses. So it's like an hour and 15 minutes roughly, because I had gotten my groove before I went on live. So doing good. Yeah, shout out to my Doms, Sharita, Queen, B. Nicole, and can't leave out Judgy, Arthur, and of course the unmittable Dr. BB Esquire. Appreciate y'all. Crush Velvet. I could take Queen Mother's advice. You know when you doing good when you got haters. Shout out to all my haters, all my trolls, all my enemies and enemas. I don't like neither one of y'all. Shout out, shout out. Appreciate you, Nicole. Whew. All right, well, I done kept y'all up for an hour. I appreciate y'all being with me on tonight. I'm about to finish up on here. Go jump in this good shower, regain all my sexy. And since we didn't get to finish up tonight, we will definitely finish up our 90s throwback vibe Sunday tonight. I may mix it up, so I may start off with some Coochie Caldwell content and then break it up with a block of music. That way, hopefully, I don't trigger nobody's systems, But yeah, we definitely go What you talking like that for? Is it turning you on? But yeah. So we'll definitely finish up later on tonight, especially seeing as though most of us don't have to work Monday. We can hang out. And since I don't have to work Monday, I think I may have to take me another gummy. So I love you all. Y'all have a good rest of your evening. And we'll talk later on today. All right.